Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for SUI render and FET price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna start with SUI here, where we have the all-time history, and it is interesting to look at it today because, of course, after the drop from yesterday, we would like to see what we are looking for next. So basically, what I'm having here is three waves. First scenario toward the upside as a wave A finished. You're looking for the three waves down for a wave B, and finally a wave C toward the upside to be unfolding over there for a one-to-one fib level around the $7 for SUI. Another possibility here is a 1-2 and another 1-2 here, and you're looking for a wave 3, massive wave 3 toward the upside, of course, above the wave C target, meaning we're looking for the 1.618 above the $7. Currently, both case scenarios here are requiring to finish this structure, of course, as an A, B, and a C. Now, the perfect fib levels for this wave C to be finished is a 1-to-1 at $1.42 or $1.34 for SUI, where we might, of course, start to see a bounce back toward the upside. Now, this structure, we have, of course, an A, B, and a C. The wave C is obviously a diagonal, leading diagonal in a wave 1 here. You have a wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and a wave 5 is still unfolding toward the downside. Now, this wave 5 is, of course, a 1-2 here finished, and you're looking for potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, 4, and a 5 to be finished over there. Now, the wave 3 is, of course, short, but not shorter than the wave 1. And you got kind of like a wave 3, a wave 5 extended inside the wave 3 here, and then 4 and a 5, which is also extended. Now, another possibility, of course, can be several 1-2s here unfolding, but I doubt it a little bit to have like triple 1-2s inside the wave 3. That means, of course, it's going to be very, very deep. So what I think here is it's a wave 5 that is going to be end very soon, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Probably can be finished, of course, before taking the 1-to-1 fib level. Since you took the low here, it is more than enough, of course, to count an ABC finished over there. Now, if we still looking for lower prices, then the targets are very clear for us, $1.42 and around it. If we dive inside it on the 2 hours chart to see what's going on inside this move here, where you have a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Of course, impose no invalidation taken here. And that means, of course, you might be in the wave 5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Inside this wave 5, we can see a potential triple 1-2 as well, where you might have finished a wave 3, wave 4, and you're looking for triple 4-5. So 4-5, 4-5, and 4-5. Now, currently, based on the target for the 1-to-1 fib level taken from this potential wave 1 here, and based on this wave 3, you would like to finish at wave 5 in case that this is still a bigger impulse like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 somehow. And of course, we're looking for this area. Now, inside it as well, if we are taking this target as into consideration here, I was considering an expanding flat potential wave 5 in case this is an expanding diagonal, not flat. And that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here can be the target over there as well. As you can see, of course, a bounce back for the price here toward the upside, where we start to see some kind of strengths here in an impulse, which it can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished, and you're looking a little bit for a correction here, of course, and potential continuation toward the upside. Now, the possibilities are the following. ABC, of course, can be a zigzag for higher prices, or you can be, of course, that you have finished the structure and you're looking for a 1-2 here. And that means, of course, in this case, we might unfold something very bullish for SUI, which it might start to unfold a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside to come back, of course, to the price that we were at least in this area here. Especially that you have finished here potential structure 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This way 5 is looking done and finished. So these are right now the possibilities for SUI. I'm expecting a little bit higher prices. Now this correction, in case we are in a wave 2, of course, we would like to watch the 0.38 fib level, which it can be the minimum requirement here for a wave 2 or a wave B. So I'm looking, of course, for lower 1.59, 1.57 here. For SUI can be a stronger A, B, and a C, and then moving toward the upside later on. We're gonna see the reaction also in the second box here as a testing area as well. We're gonna test as those two boxes in case we have a wave 2 there. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. So those are testing areas and not, of course, something as targets. We need to see the price action, what's gonna do. Therefore, of course, it is in red here and not in blue, all right? So, yep, these are the possibilities for SUI. Let's move for the next one, which is render. And we start also on the daily for render. So render is somehow different a little bit from SUI. We see a little bit of stronger price action. Yesterday we didn't saw any low taken, which is very surprising. Now we have, of course, wave A or a wave 1 finished in an impulse, ABC followed, and then we have another impulse toward the upside, which it might have finished, of course, your major wave A. Now, if you are in three waves as a zigzag in a wave A, you would like to see a three waves as a wave B. This wave B is unfolding as three waves down, then followed by a triangle ABCD in the middle, and you would like to finish a structure here, which it can be, of course, a potential flat, it can be a zigzag, it can be an impulse even. We're gonna dive deeper inside it, of course, to see the possibilities. What are they? Now, a triangle is a little bit far possibility for render because it has already a triangle wave here as a wave X or a wave B. Therefore, very rare case to get another triangle here as an A, B, and a C, D, and a E. So we're gonna see, of course, what's gonna happen. Of course, we have some signals inside it. However, what I'm looking for is to finish the time here at 0.618. Very likely to not take this low anymore. It can be okay, 1-to-1 fib level taken from the A to the B to the C here. It can be something like this, but I think that this wick will not be low, will not be really taken again. I think what we need here mostly is the time to finish a structure. If we move inside it on the 2 hours chart here, we have, after the triangle that we have explained, we have a potential 1, 2, 3, and you're looking for 4 and a wave 5 to unfold toward the downside. So if we are still, of course, unfolding a wave 5, you might be definitely here in a kind of like a diagonal, since you have already a zigzag after this retracement 3 waves. And you didn't took the high here, meaning, of course, it still can play as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here to reach potentially this target, of course, as a diagonal. However, yesterday we saw a signal of strength for render, where although the crypto market were bleeding very massively, render did not show that weakness so much and did not even took the low. And that means it is preserving the bullish scenario or higher prices scenario, which it might be in two forms here. The first one is, of course, a finished three-wave structure, finished bear market, and you're looking here at a diagonal formation. However, this is lower possibility because you didn't took the high yet, and it's, of course, lowering the probability for it, which give higher probability for a potential A, B, and a C. And your wave C right now is the ending diagonal that it is forming as a zigzag here, as a wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and for an ending diagonal in an A, B, and a C. And after this, if this happens, if we go back to the daily here, you will see that this is exactly what we need to finish up exactly at the 0.618 after one more drop toward the downside here, because you might get a 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish around the structure over there, 0.618. It can be a zigzag, also it can be a flat, of course, much more complex, but can be also impulsive to finish inside as this blue box. Not necessarily again to take this low. Definitely we might finish up and then move towards a new bull run here for a new high for render. Yep, so this is what I'm looking for in a render. We'll see what's gonna happen. Let's move for FET here. For FET, also on the daily, we are looking here at three waves toward the upside, potentially finished in W, X, and a Y because of the zigzag. You have a wave Y and a wave A, and can be, of course, an A, a B, and a C that you are looking at here after three waves down. Triangle, of course, as a wave B or an X in case W, X, and a Y. And we're looking here the same as for render, but a little bit much more intense move here for FET. It was a clear impulse toward the downside potential, finished 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Truncation, of course, and we get a rebound here for this price. And if we dive inside it on the 4-hour chart, we see that the high was taken here. So the probability also count potential three waves down here, and you might have finished also a bear market over there, and you're looking for a diagonal big one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 2, and then wave 3 towards the upside to be unfolding. Meaning, in the case of FET, it's different from render because render didn't took this high. While FET did, that means, of course, very likely to be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal, or it can be also an A, B, and a C, the same as render, potentially the diagonal ending diagonal for wave C. And then, of course, on the daily, you would like to drop again, of course, the 0.618 FIB time here to finish up a structure, of course, that it is equivalent to this W or to this wave A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y. Then after this, we're looking for a new bull run potentially or a new high for FET. Yep, so these are the possibilities right now for SUI, render, and FET. Higher prices might be, of course, seen, but of course, nothing yet very bullish or bullish scenario or new all-time highs, but we can see, of course, simply a rebound toward the upside. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.